subscribing to another episode, man. Everybody's talking about it. Here we go again. Week 16. You know what I'm saying? Episode 16. Oh boy, no technical difficulties. Hold tight.
Yeah, I ain't got no technical difficulties.
Need the mics. We need the mics. We need y'all to be able to hear all this knowledge we get ready to drop on y'all. You know what I mean?
Each and every day, baby. That's what we do.
Mook, you ready?
Yes. Peoples. Another week, episode 16.
16 it
Getting
is,
old,
baby.
we started forgetting
Sweet 16.
days, months, years. All that start to fade away a little bit. Start getting a little cloudy up there. What they used to say, my grandma used to say, the spider webs up there. Get a certain age. Yeah, cobwebs. Get cobwebs up there. Anyway, you know what it is. Everybody talk about it. It's Mookie Flexitarian, writing me, Earth Love, of course. Left of me, my guy Cal's, Mr.
Yes,
Politically Correct.
Yes, indeed.
All information is correct, certified and double checked and stamped. Fact check. Fact check.
Then double check the damn.
Notary. Notarized.
Got the Notary Republic on.
Notary Republic.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? Y'all know how we start off, man. First of all, blessings to everybody in good health.
Absolutely.
The people sitting next to me and the people out there in the world. So, first of all, Terrence, how was your weekend, son?
I can't complain, man. Shit, I work mine, so I'm solid.
That's what's up. Any juice on the job? No juice. No juice.
They trying
to
to slide a little another policy in on us.
No railroad over there.
Yeah, that's waiting to be challenged. That's what I call it. Waiting to be challenged. You know what I mean? They trying to get us to do a little extra more work, but basically what I feel as though is they
so you saying
they not caring about our well-being. They, you know what I mean? They basically putting us in a more situations where we're more exposed to COVID and any other disease and germs out here, because we know everybody don't take care of themselves, and people's hygienes are really effed up at these days. You know what I'm saying? So what they're trying to do is just have us do some crazy stuff right now, and I ain't with it.
Right.
Because it's about safety, and it's just not about me. It's about my family and friends or whoever else I'm with.
Whether you come in contact with.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
A little later in the podcast, you got a few things you need to talk about.
Oh, shit. We always got something to talk about.
You got some.
Because everybody talking about it.
You got something you need to lay.
What I hear.
Everybody talking about it.
That's exactly what I hear.
Yeah, we always got something to talk about because everybody always talking about it. You better believe that.
So, Kels, how was your weekend, man? What's going on?
Kels done overdid it. That's what Kels done.
Oh, you breaking the bank for the holidays.
Kels done overdid it, man. Kels in the poorhouse.
Breaking the bank for the holidays.
Man, oh man. Doing what I usually do, man. Try and put the smiles on the ones that's loved. You know what I mean?
Ain't no question. Got to take
care
of the family and
the ones I love, man.
The loved ones. Make sure everybody got a smile on their face amongst this.
Absolutely. Especially them little rugrats of mine. The little grands I got there. I want to send a special shout out to my ex-wife, my longtime friend, my baby mama, my girlfriend. She's been everything under the sun. I want to send a special shout out to her.
You forgot, yo.
For
your headache?
For taking in. Oh, dude, she's always been that. For taking on a family of 11 and making a Christmas for them. You know what I'm saying? Before I came. Went above and beyond. And she brought along some of her good girlfriends, and I mean they did the damn thing. And I just want to give a big shout out to them for that. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all that participated and was involved, big shout out. Took them to the barbershop today, got the haircut, got one of the daughters' hair done. Did my barbershop, I got my hair done at Dasha Mel's. They did free haircuts and free hairdos for any kid that came in there today, man.
What?
I mean, big shout out. Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
wow.
That's what's
Big
up,
shout
man.
out.
Give them people a round of applause, man. Give them people a round of applause, man.
Clothes, gift baskets, food, everything. You know what I'm saying? So, big shout out to them, man. Blessings rolling into the new year.
That's what's up, man.
That's
Ain't nothing
That's
like
indeed.
some give back. You know what I'm saying? Put a smile on the
Man, what I
people's
saw,
faces.
What I saw in that barbershop today is what we've been talking about for the last 6 months. What blacks have been marching for. What T.I. said, nobody's gonna take care of our neighborhoods but us. And what I saw in that barbershop today is exactly what T.I. was speaking on. You know what I'm saying? It was such a good feeling, warm feeling, made you fuzzy inside. It was, man, I'm telling you, we need more of what I saw today. Definitely need more of what I saw today.
That's good, man. That's
So,
good. That's good.
Shouts out to everybody that participated in everything that y'all been doing for these people.
That's
For the
good,
less
bro.
fortunate.
That's what's up.
That's
That's
good.
what's
That's
up.
what's up.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, definitely me. It was the norm, man. Worked a little bit. Definitely got the tail ends. Try to get the tail ends of my holiday, cut off and finished and done because I damn sure ain't trying to be nowhere come Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Oh, man.
It's gonna be rough.
With me, it's rough for me because I don't have no choice but to get it done. You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't be. I probably won't be able to make it Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Because of my work schedule. You know what I'm saying? So I had to cram everything in between. Yesterday, I've been running since 9 o'clock yesterday morning until I came here. Today.
Yeah.
So
That's what's up.
That was basically it, man. Sat down and tried to put some more business plans together and some stuff for next year, future. I actually chilled this weekend. I sat down a lot, yeah. Definitely had to try and get to them yams.
Yeah. Snooky
For 2020,
good work.
2021.
I need that Varnell. Hell yeah.
Them yams. Them
We need to
yams,
put that
man.
in, right? We gotta put
Them
that in.
yams,
Yeah.
man.
Get them Varnell. Hell yeah.
So that's what I did this week, man. I sat brainstorming, man, the whole weekend, man. I was in front of that computer and just brainstorming, man, figuring out what I'm gonna do for the top of next year. That was basically how my weekend went. Other than that, definitely respectful and cool and nice, and I enjoyed it. So, man, what I realized, right, I was through this, I would say since after Thanksgiving. This was the first year I really noticed I didn't feel like the spirit. And I'm not a big holiday guy,
Yeah. Exactly.
but Christmas is one of the end of the year and around Christmas and New Year's is normally the holiday where I feel like I want to be involved a little bit more than I do for the other days, all these other holidays. I'm not really a big holiday fan, but I know Christmas and near the New Year's is just surviving another year for me
exactly.
is just make me a little soft when it gets down to this. This is the first year I didn't really feel that feeling didn't come. And one of the things I know is that it's no lights up. It's nobody front is done like it used to be. Yeah. The malls that really haven't been overcrowded. I can understand being crowded because of the COVID stuff like that, but outside that that don't have nothing to do with just the spirit being in the air. It just wasn't felt this year. I rode up my block the other night and I stopped and looked. It's only about 2 houses was done with lights.
Wow.
About 2. That was it.
Wow.
And I noticed it riding around. Normally, even I remember the years me coming up in the earlier 2000s when your part, no, not your part of town, but top of the village and all that used to be super lit. And just anywhere you went, and that's all. That's almost all races, man. That's almost, I'm talking. You want to talk about whites, black, Mexican, whatever? Nobody have nothing up. You know what I mean? It just feels really, really dry. Nothing is going on. And I don't know if it's because of the COVID situation, the pandemic, or it's just that it's how long these holidays got? That's what it's feeling like. Mm-hmm. You know, through years it's began to change.
Yeah.
It went from, the Santa Claus thing to now people really, more and more people getting out of that, telling your kids it's Santa Claus. It's more and more just, it's fading away more and more. So with that being said, whoever, what you think about it? How did you feel about this year in the spirit?
What you saying? It seems like the days is numbered for the holidays. Feel like the days is numbered. No, but I mean, honestly though, it's definitely not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. And it changes from you being a child up to you becoming an adult, then you becoming a parent. You know what I'm saying? The only really I get the joy again out of it because I got grandkids now. You know what I'm saying? So that part brought the little joy back to me. Because once my kids got 20, 21, 22 years, it didn't even seem the same. You know what I'm saying?
Even
we used to say it every Christmas. Like we used to look at each other like, man, Christmas. But
coming up, it was adult. It was an adult thing and kids thing for y'all. Like when I was coming up, it was like both. It was more like you plan to do your rounds. We call them rounds. You do your rounds and go.
Oh yeah, we used to do.
It's like more and more people begin to like, I'm going over here. Or we ain't doing nothing this year. Or like, and I ain't talking about just this year. I'm talking. This has been striving for a few years now. To me, it feel like the pandemic just made it worse.
Yeah.
The last few years, I've been like,
make it worse because they asking people not to congregate. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, what.
My joint.
It made it worse, but what about pre that? Like this been
going
coming.
on. This been going on for years. But the thing is now that people are using their brain cells now, they're more exposed or more used to they can use the internet now. A little more people sitting down telling more people about the real history behind a lot of these holidays. So now that people's finding out the truth about these holidays, people is absolutely falling back on it now because now they know the truth. Because if you do look up Christmas have a evil. I ain't taking it from no one, but speak so people know. It have a evil past to Christmas.
Okay, and what? I know you're into religion, so you can kind of help us out on that.
A lot
definitely
of
me.
A lot of people, don't even believe that Christ was born on Christmas Day. Mm-hmm. If you ever touch into other religions, a lot of people don't even believe that it doesn't even ever say anywhere in the Bible that Jesus was born on the 25th of December.
Right.
So before I go ahead and tell you about the Christmas thing, I want everybody to just do your investigation and look up the real history about Christmas, because it was really about like Satan, things like that. Yep, sure. That's what Christmas was about, and they banned it. Then they brought it to America and stuff like that, and they trying to change it. So
and they made it into a festive thing,
right? Mm-hmm. So you need to do your own investigation on Christmas, about Christmas, and some people don't respect the Thanksgiving because of how that situation worked out. Like they really baited them in, and then they took their land and stuff. So people just like really open their eyes. But my perspective to this is that I'm not taking it from no one. When I was little, I did it. I seen my mom. I've been knew with no Santa Claus when I was young. I seen my mother creep in the closet. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was determined to stay out. I was one of them little trouble kids. Listen, I always been trouble when I was growing up.
People always called me sneaky. They just started when I got old. I did that when I was a kid.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. I done opened that motherfucker back up and slid that motherfucker back in there by the time Christmas hit. She thought she was getting a fake ass surprise.
Yeah. You wasn't pulling no wool over these guys.
I just broke the leg already off the motherfucker.
I seen her ass sneaking out the closet with some gifts. I said, what?
I done already been in there and combed the beard on my G.I. Joe. Remember, G.I. Joe had a beard back in the day when I was a kid. I'd be combing his beard.
So the enlightened people is that I just get sick, especially of our people, because the money that you all spend.
Yeah.
For Christmas.
Yeah.
Knowing that you don't have it. So you're robbing Peter and Paulette. Because you're not robbing just one, you're robbing several just to pay Paul later on. And see, that's the thing, that's the problem that I have, because you relying on this tax money, or I get it when taxes come back, and you already so far deep in the hole already on bills. You know what I mean? So here we go, March. When March come around and April come around, you got people furniture outside their house. So you already know how that went. Evidently, getting your son them Jordans was more important than you paying your rent. You know what I mean? So that's the problem that I have with our people. Or let me not just say our people, but people, period. Like, stop overdoing it. You know what I mean? I don't believe that, you know what I mean, we had to buy the world so our kids or whoever else can have a good Christmas or whatever the case may be. Because I'm quite sure with whatever they get at the moment, they should be happy with whatever it is. Because they say you should be thankful for whatever it is, right?
How did you feel with that though coming up? That's not a good feeling.
Oh man, shit, I've been out of man. I've been.
No, I'm not talking about when you was a kid and you say be appreciated, but kids don't understand that.
No, we want what we want.
No, listen.
If you got the little, if you got a little phone again, your man got the PlayStation 5 out there.
Well,
and he got the 5.
Well,
you feel a certain way.
This the thing. And this no lie. I got anything I wanted. Everybody know that. My mother, I don't know how she did it. No, she wasn't no prostitute or nothing like that.
Oh,
but she,
I was
God damn. God damn now. God damn.
Listen, my mother, she worked, but my mother know how to save.
Prohibited to 18 and older.
Yeah. My mother knew how to save, so that's why everybody like, you just like your mother. They call us black Jews. You know what I mean? Like, my mother know how to save. Believe me. I'm telling you right now, she know how to do it. You know what I mean? So I always had the finest clothes, the alligators, I had all that when I was a little kid. The only thing I didn't have good was shoes. Cause I would dug a pair of shoes. So she would go get me the Pro Wings and XJ900s, all that old bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? But that's how my mother was, man.
She had to get you something that could handle that front toe. You had that rough toe on there. Should have got you some Pro Kids. You'd have been good to go. Shit. That motherfucker hooked that round part on the front of that Pro Kid.
That's a pressure situation for parents, though, yo. I get it. Like, that's a real pressure situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you feel like you're trying to make sure your kid feels satisfied.
It's a feeling that you can't explain. The joy that you see on their face that morning. You understand what I'm saying? Like all my kids at 15 and 9 months, all of them had their permit, and I told all of them when they get their license, I'd get them a car.
Right.
And that's what I did. So it just so happened that when it's come time for my son to get his, it was Christmas time. Mm-hmm. So I went out. Found him a Honda Accord, I bought him a Honda Accord, and I had it parked out there. He had no idea it was his. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I did, I took his keys to the car, and I put him in a real big ass box.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Right.
I put some rocks and shit in the box, give it some weight, and we wrapped it for him. So when he came down, you know what I'm saying, he didn't care about nothing else. When he opened up that box, he looking, we put it in a pair of tennis shoe box. That's what we did. We put it in a tennis shoe box, but we put it in a bigger box and put the tennis shoe box in it. Put some weight in it. So he trying to figure out, he opened up, he's like, oh man, he opened up the box. He moving the paper. Like, what the? He seen that key. He just started running around the house. He darted outside, no shorts and t-shirt on and everything.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Straight to his car. But that joy for me, because we were in position to do it for him, was priceless.
But like you just said, but real fast on somebody just said it, like when we was talking about the about the joy on the kid or whatever, and somebody said, hold tight. It says, but I bet they will not understand being homeless.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's some things that we gotta let our kids know. So that a way that it won't follow generation to generation. Like you got to get your kid every damn thing if you don't have it. Yeah. That's the same thing. And I'm gonna let you finish this, but that's the same thing I go by when I tell people, if I have 7 kids, so what? If I can take care of them, I can have them.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tell people, if you can't be responsible for a certain amount of kids
properly,
stop having them.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. Because if I want to go there and have 3 more, 4 more, 5 more, or whatever, you adopt them or whatever. You know what I mean? If you can take care of them, you can have them. So that's why I don't beat nobody up by having amount of kids that they have.
You're talking about take care of them, not because you keep the lights on.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't beat people up by having
I take
kids.
care of my kids. They never been in the dark.
I just beat them
they
up by
don't supposed to have been in the dark.
Right.
I feed them every day. Oh, you're supposed to feed them every day. Yeah, we ain't talking about the fools.
That kills me too when people say things that
we ain't talking about that. We talking about
they're not supposed to do.
We talk about when you know what we talking about. We're not talking about, I made sure they ate, they had a roof over their head. That's bullshit. They throw that shit out the window. Yeah, I made sure they had a roof over their head. Man, you're supposed to have a roof. When you got one over there, they supposed to have one too. We ain't talking about that.
Mm-hmm. Man, I got somebody.
We're not talking about that. We talking about school. We talking about just investing in them to make them have a better life. That's it. If you ain't up to that, then we need to hold up. Yeah.
That's crazy, but go ahead.
What? Oh yeah, but I was saying basically you need to. We ain't talking about no damn lights and all that. We talking about schooling and health and just make sure they live a decent life. You know what I'm saying? Not. I always said. Back to what you said, I felt the same way. You should have what you can take care of. When I mean take care, I mean as far as like from a good perspective, as far as like I said, schooling. Like I said, when they turn 16, you're able to give them a ride, those type of things. Mm-hmm. Everybody might say it ain't nothing, but what I'm just saying in general, this is the things that I'm talking about. I don't have to apply to everyone else. Mm-hmm. I want to make sure my kids went to the good schools. Make sure they had a car when they turned 16. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I set them up for life past
success.
Exactly.
To be successful.
To be successful. Whatever that success they choose. Exactly. But that's what I wanted to make sure I had the proper steps for them to live a prosperous life.
That's called sacrificing. But always, this shit always go back to what I say about just being a man. You understand what I'm saying? Men, this is what men do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? All males don't do it.
Right.
Men do.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Men gonna sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, the things that have to be sacrificed for their children to be in a better place than what they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I had somebody, man, in I know he ain't lying, man. I know he.
That's what you mean by that.
He telling the truth about it. He said my mother made me a big drug dealer at the age of 12.
Tell him recollect on that. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Said his mother made him a big drug dealer at the age of 12, and he an older guy. He older than us, but I was, I'm a little, but it happens.
Right.
You got parents out here just making their kids be the father of their sisters and brothers. You understand what I'm saying? And that shit got to stop. Because it's still going on as of today. Where the kids are being not the big brother and big sister, they being the mother and father of their little brother and little sister. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that shit got to change, man. That shit got to stop dramatically. Cause that's a sad disposition, man.
We had called and said, basically Christmas is made up. So we just asked him what he, basically.
We just want you to recollect on, you know what I'm saying, on what you mean by 1225 was made up.
My thing was that is.
What's your perspective on it?
My thing, the whole thing with the Christmas thing is that it's there, right? And even if I was a Muslim, be honest, even if I was a Muslim, right? And I'm the only Muslim family, 95% of the rest of the family is celebrate Christmas.
Similar.
I would sacrifice.
I'm in that situation.
Me personally, I don't know what I would because it's not that, to me, it's not hurting to not. I think it would hurt more for you to not include them in that than it would to include them in it and explain about your religion. You know what I'm saying? To not include them in it, to me, it will be real difficult for a child. I know, I'm telling you, I used to watch, where we live at, the Mass G is right there. So we saw, I had friends that was Muslim. I grew up, you can say partially Muslim.
Yeah.
Right, when he was there, it was no Christmas. When he was gone, it's Christmas.
Fake vegetarian, fake pescatarian. I don't know what this dude is over here. We're going to get to the bottom of this guy.
Right. So, you know what I mean? So I grew up now, and I had friends that was, Muslim, where they didn't celebrate Christmas, and they was miserable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My friends was miserable. I'm telling you, I know what they are. They used to sneak around there. Boy, what you get? Sneak around. Couldn't wait to come around my house play the game. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't get nothing. So I don't think it's worth the miserability. Until, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think it's worth it.
So, matter of fact, story about me. Well, I'm gonna get. One caller said, my kids was taught the real reason, but I did allow them to be a kid and enjoy the belief of Santa Claus as long as they did. Hold on.
I should have got my friend on here. He's
But then they were made to know the truth of the season and be grateful if I was not able to provide things on December the 22nd. So I'm sorry, y'all. December 25th. I'm looking right at it. Goddamn. Thank you, bro. I'm looking right at it.
They say when she got her own day, she celebrate.
So listen, like when you said sacrifice, my family, like the only one I'm real thorough on with my religion mostly is my son.
So you don't do nothing for Christmas for him?
No, I would give him probably money or something like that. Like we don't roll. Like I'm trying to be a little more thorough on him, more strict on him, probably because as a man, right? But
right. We're talking about you're the member, so explain.
Yeah, so
you would know more than us.
So the rest of the door, like my the other kids and things like that, my family, like. I'm not going to knock them or take anything away from them because they celebrate Christmas. Because if I respect you all and what you believe in, I want you all to respect what I believe in. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So like I had a delivery today. Ordered me something to eat, and the Muslim brother came, and I spoke to him, greeted him in Arabic, and I was talking other Arabic stuff, and he's like, "Oh, you talk Arabic?" I said, "Hey, I'm Muslim, huh?" You know what I mean? Cause see, yeah, I know.
Big Arabic, I see you eat pork chop the other day.
Shit.
I don't know how much Muslim you eat. This is the phoniest Muslim panel. I'm ready to get rid of my bed. I don't want nobody to think I'm.
Nigga just had a club sandwich
with extra pork bacon.
Damn.
Somebody got a shrimp salad club.
So he was. I was like, yeah, I'm Muslim. So he wanted to bring some stuff back, right? Next time he come back. But what I'm saying is that he probably thought like he was a little shocked because on the front door it got the real reef on the front door. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Then he heard it from me, but like I'm not gonna knock no one in my household of what they believe in on that, on that part. You know what I mean? I try. I mean, I'm a great father, so I'm gonna continue to do that regardless. I'm not gonna let nobody take that from me. You know what I mean? One thing about it is I'm gonna make sure that all my daughters love me unconditionally.
Let me
because I'm there for them no matter what.
I ain't gonna talk about religion. We'll have a whole episode about religion because I don't want to get shut down yet. what I got to say, so I need to make sure I got security.
But the one thing I want to say about Christmas, I'm gonna tell you what my take always was on Christmas. I always felt like Christmas was a holiday that was just created to boost the economy.
Yeah.
That was always my feeling about Christmas. I always felt like as I got older.
But it's in the Bible though, right?
I mean,
I don't know about that.
We're gonna let this go.
We're gonna let this go. Whatever. Whole episode
that right there is not.
Some Muslims. I got Muslim friends. I got Jehovah's Witness friends, and all these people are calling and give us a little more detail. You know, about it.
I grew up Jehovah's Witness. You know
See, my thing is, I was in the hood, and religion was always. It was that I'm keeping it 100. It was always partial. It was always what was ever going on at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I had Jehovah's Witness friends that was on the block. I had Muslim friends that was on the block. I had Baptists, Christians. It was all over them. It's like whenever they settle down, they're in their religion, then a year later, like, boy, about him getting it in, it is with it. It changes up.
It's like a lot of times, it's not even that they really change up. It's just that you get to a certain point in your life where you start making your own
decisions.
You see, the Jewish community is Jewish. Like, don't change. It's all Jewish.
But see, we
don't be like that.
No, what I'm saying is these. When you look at the Jewish community,
right?
Either one. You know what I'm saying? Orthodox or
but you're gonna have people beef about them. What is it? Cause they beef about them saying they're not the real Hebrews. The brothers, you know what I mean? What's that?
Al Qaeda.
No.
You said the Hebrew, talking about the Hebrew.
The brothers be speaking on the street and stuff like that. They trying to say they're not the real
Israelites.
Yeah, Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother story right there. I mean, like this, like I want people to understand this.
I got an Israelite friend.
I
didn't know Israelites.
Listen, this what I want to say.
I was like, what the?
This is what I want to say. I don't knock nobody what they believe in because I don't want nobody to knock me for what I believe in.
Hold on. Let me cut you off.
Go ahead.
You have a caller that said gifts. He said gifts came from where people bought Mary and Joseph items to help with the newborn child Jesus. This is what the customer caller said.
That's basically was Christmas.
Basically.
So that's where the gift thing came in.
Yeah. So that's because I have somebody just say no Christmas. Christmas was made from an old man giving out gifts. Jesus was born in the summer.
See, that's what I'm saying.
See what I'm saying? So everybody gonna say something different.
A lot of people say, like I say, I've gone through it. I've gone through the Bible, and I've never seen anywhere in the Bible.
The analogy is to celebrate the remembrance of
a couple years, and I'm regular, then I'm Muslim again. I was all over the place.
Yeah. So what I want to say is that they do this now. Here is not so much of starting. I'm gonna get a little deep. Here is not so much of starting. Chaos with religion in this country. All right, like they do. They do that in countries cross seas like the Middle East and stuff like that. They use religion to start chaos within them peoples over there. They do race here in this country.
Now, can I tell you why? It's because what I was getting ready to say to you, as far as once you get old enough to make your own decisions, that's why you get dudes that's on the block. I went to the Kingdom Hall all the time. Used to love going. Went to the field service, books.
Right, y'all told witness, right?
Yeah, when you see people out there and they trying to sell you the watch shop,
right.
I did all of that. You know what I'm saying? My family.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
What's the story? Do you know the story how that started out?
We went to all of that. So what it was. You know what I'm saying? After you got to a certain age and you outside all the time, you make your own decisions and headed to the direction that I wanted to head to.
If we got somebody out here,
thought about that, right?
I don't want to speak on it because I'm Muslim, but I want to get somebody just that kind of have some kind of information on all religions and can speak on religions.
To
a certain extent. You can't have that though.
But no. You can
because you have people that do that.
Because you do because it's up to you and our viewers to dissect it and eat it up and get
a lot of the origin of a lot of different things. But see, back to that Middle East. See the difference in them here and there. They live and die by their religion, and that's the difference with Jews. Okay, with us, you grew up Muslim. You grew up Muslim. I grew up Jehovah's Witness. All of us got to a certain age, we start making our own decisions. Mm-hmm. We saw what was around us. Mm-hmm. What was around us wasn't going to the Mass G. What was around us wasn't going to the Kingdom Hall. What was around us was niggas on that corner.
Right.
We getting some money. Mm-hmm. That is what was around us.
Right.
The Jews, you go up there, from knee high to a duck's tail, they going to the synagogue.
Yeah.
15 years old, they still going to the synagogue.
Babies, they walking right
21
there.
21 years old, they got 4 kids and they still going to the synagogue. And I just got one question. No disrespect to the Jewish community. But
I got Jewish friends too.
But as good as people that y'all are to the man that y'all believe in, why did he make all y'all blind? Because I swear to God, see, like everybody Jewish wear glasses, yo. It's crazy. I'm telling you, I traveled the Rochdale Roadway. I watched them every Saturday when they were going to the synagogue. I look at all of the men. I'm sitting at the light, and I just watch them walk past. I like, man, sight was just nothing that God gave them.
Right.
It's crazy though. But I mean, get back to being serious. Get back to the real topic. But this is all they see. Mm-hmm. So they don't deviate away from what it was instilled in them.
Right.
See, us, we weren't locked in to where we had to stay on that path. We deviated away from it into the things that we wanted to do.
Not just that.
You understand?
Not just that. They don't allow nonsense to come in their community, their circle. They don't allow it. Not just Jews. You got the Greeks do the same thing. They don't allow nonsense to come in their area. You got the Italians do the same thing. They don't allow it. Even comes down to some of these Hispanic people. They don't allow it. You see them fathers always with their kids. They always got their kids. They putting time in. They with their woman, everything. You see it. They don't allow nonsense to get in their circle. They don't allow it. But you know what? It's us.
But
and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. No. It do religion. No, religion do play effect in it sometimes, because if you take seriousness in your religion or whatever, you know what I mean, you keep it. Because like, all right, listen. Now, I'm not saying this. Now, I'm not saying this to be disrespectful or anything like that. But sometimes, on me, if you look at Jehovah's Witness, that was started by a white man years ago. You gotta look it up, right?
What?
But Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
But at times,
Jehovah's Witness. You got time. That's what it was.
But at times, I really believe that
this is speaking facts. Now you know the facts, right?
That's a fact.
No, that's not a fact that I know. So,
but that's a fact. That's a fact. I can call somebody and put them on the show. Marshall was a Jehovah's Witness. So listen, my family was a Jehovah's Witness. My aunt's side, my grandma's side was Jehovah's Witness. So the thing is, I'm trying to say is this. What I want to say is that sometimes I think that, and that's why I say religion play effect in it, because of sometimes they like all the parties, like my cousin going through it right now. He a Jehovah's Witness now, and I respect it. But you had the parties and all that stuff, and soon you become a Jehovah's Witness. No more parties, no more of this. It's kind of like they're separating from their family, doing family events and things like that. To me,
no. What you just said about the other religions was that they don't allow foolishness in. So what's the difference? They just don't. They just eliminate.
Right, but that's what I just
separating anyway.
But that's what I just told them. Like religion do play a part in a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? It just doesn't allow a lot of stuff to come in, intervene in what's going on.
Let me school a lot of people to the Jehovah's Witness religion, because so many people got the misconception that, you know, I done heard this 55,000 times. Oh, Jehovah's Witness don't believe in God.
I don't believe that shit.
That's stupid. That's the furthest thing from the truth.
I know they don't believe in Christmas.
The
And they
only
always,
thing-
to me,
the
I heard
only-
they believe in
no.
Christmas, and I heard always,
See,
how you don't believe in
this
Christmas
is-
is supposed to be the birth of Christ? That's what I heard.
Because they believe
This is
something
what I'm trying
different.
to tell you.
They believe it different.
What I'm telling you, that's why I say.
Is that the,
he wasn't
am I correct
born-
with the thing, though?
They don't feel like he was born on Christmas. That's why I say.
Jehovah's don't feel like he's born on Christmas.
Yeah. A whole lot of religions, not just Jehovah's.
I mean, but that's why I heard about Jehovah when they say that. How can you,
always
how can you say that and you don't believe
in God? No,
right?
What it is this is the key to Jehovah's Witness. They don't believe in worship in anything but God.
Yeah.
So this is why you won't ever go in a kingdom hall and see a cross, because people worship the cross.
Right.
They don't do anything that's worshiping anything other than God. That's why you won't see Jehovah's Witnesses going to churches.
Right.
That's why on Thanksgiving, we'll have Thanksgiving supper, but it won't be a turkey on the table. That's a symbolization of Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna tell you what I asked you.
Some witnesses do things on Christmas, but you'll never see a tree in their house. You understand what I'm saying? They don't participate in anything, no worldly things that's a
Symbolize that
anything
holiday.
other than worshiping God.
I asked
And in
him
any
before.
Bible, it say you're not supposed to worship nothing but God. Any Bible.
I'm gonna tell you what I asked
when
him.
it comes down, that's
The
we're
Quran,
supposed to
everything.
have. Right, we're supposed to have no face or nothing on our wall.
Yeah.
Because it's like you honoring and worshiping the people.
Yeah. Like
so you're supposed to have
like
it.
the pictures of Jesus
Yeah.
and all that. You're not supposed to have any of that.
I'm gonna tell you what I asked him. I was going to the house, right? I was carrying some bags. They trying to. I seen them coming. I ain't gonna lie. When I see them coming, it's the Lord knowing. It's the Lord knowing. So, but I ain't want to be rude. So I said they got me. Normally I see them out. These motherfuckers have me right around the block, fucking with them. When I see them coming.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, damn that. I be pulling over like, oh, and get back on the road. Like, shit, I'll come back around. I'm at the corner like I'm fucking on a heist. Watch these motherfuckers go past my house first, and then I'm gonna come home. And they didn't went by. So anyway, I asked him, I said, look, hold up, before I take that, let me set these bags down. So set the bags down, came back out in the front. They were standing on my front. I just want to ask one question. What is the difference between your religion and every other religion? I said, 'cause y'all hear me these books, but I don't know what's the point. And the lady said, in a nutshell, we just do everything strictly from the Bible.
Yep.
That's what they told me.
That's it. That's all.
They said, whatever the Bible say, that's what we do.
That's
There's nothing outside of that.
That's the lane they try to live by. That's all. That's it.
So that was it.
Mhm.
That's exactly what they told me. I got tired of taking them
That's why you
flyers,
say the part about the stop
and I'm
the
scared to
party
throw them
and-
away because I
you
feel like
know
I'm throwing. It's gonna be bad luck if
Well,
I just think I'm gonna ball them up and dump them in the trash.
that's like the Quran Sunni. That's why people like you have all these different sets of Muslims, and we Sunni. We go by the Quran Sunni.
Exactly. But
So,
see, the one
you know
thing
what I mean.
the
So
one
basically,
thing-
when you ain't on it, like I'm not all on my deen. So
Exactly.
you see what I'm saying? I'm not all on my deen. But I still know, and nobody else can tell me that a Muslim can never tell you that. A Muslim can never tell you that. When you take your shahada, that's that.
All right, we gotta get off.
All right,
this.
yeah,
We
that's
this
it.
for a
That's
long
it on
time.
that. Right.
As we get to the yams, we got some little other things. You know, I can get to the yams.
Nah, man. Nah,
All right,
man.
we get to the yams.
We need to,
All right.
we need to find out why people have more. They need to have more respect on life.
That came up because what's going on with the murders, the killings, the women being shot, the kids being caught in crossfires, parents they ain't got nothing to do with being caught in crossfires. Just everything of that nature, man. Just like we just have a little more respect on life. Like we just gotta. I don't know where we lost respect to life. Period. Like it just doesn't mean anything.
Yep.
It doesn't mean it doesn't hold water at this point. And I ain't just talking about people on the street. I'm talking about government. I'm talking about wars. I'm talking about, even people that's giving people the death penalty. What the fuck make that our choice?
Yeah.
I'm talking about a whole bunch of. I'm just talking about anything that got to do with you taking somebody else's life. I just don't think that should be a choice.
That should be
No matter what the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying you should let a person that's went out there and shot 80 children just let them walk. No, I ain't saying that.
Right.
But I still don't think it should be our choice to actually take someone's life.
I just don't. I believe in what you're saying because I don't understand how states can go around saying that thou shalt not kill and all this and all this. But what gives you? I don't think you know right and better than them if you sitting around killing someone because they killed someone.
That's killing
Like, what
someone.
gives you-
And your boy, he
what gives you the right?
And this been flying under the radar. People don't even know.
He killing federal prisoners left and right.
He giving executive orders and pushing them
Death penalties through.
death rows. Yeah.
And see, this is and one of the reasons why he doing it like as he doing it because he have a goal to use that in the future of future politics. Well, I said I was gonna. I'm hard on crime and XYZ. You're hard on everybody else on crime, but you ain't hard on none of your.
On crime.
He let everybody he got to know and friends walk, and they broke the law. But you want to beat up everybody and crucify everybody.
What he
about
did,
everything.
What he did with Flynn was
just outrageous. He sit there and told him he lied. He got to a deal.
That was one of the worst exonerations I've ever seen in all my days of living. And I mean, like a lot of people, if you don't follow politics, you'll never know that most presidents do a lot of exonerating before they leave office. You know what I'm saying? Because it's never really. If you don't follow it, you'll never know it. You understand what I'm saying? But mostly every president, some controversy, some good, some not. You know what I'm saying? But all presidents do have their level of clemency for some people when they on their way out. But this guy, he's on another level. He on another level, man.
So somebody gonna tell my people's mind, gonna say, well, here we go. If you take a life, then why you spare the life?
Well, because
But here we come with the believing in God thing again. I thought you supposed to let them deal with it, right? Ain't supposed to be let God deal with it. He got to deal with that when he left, when he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And is that right?
Yeah. But
And
I mean, you know,
so we don't believe in God no more then, right?
But
we don't believe in heaven and hell?
But see, this is why I don't really touch on religion. Because it's so wishy-washy.
It is wishy-washy, right?
Why I believe there's a higher being, but I try to stay away from the religion thing. Now, the only thing I do know that the one thing I did learn about the Muslim faith is that it's the only book, the absolute only book that has never been changed, word for word.
Word for word.
Word for word from the first Quran, like with the
And ain't no
the Old
New
Testament,
Testament, none of that.
The Holy Bible, prime example. Look at the
Change.
old. You got Old Testament, you got the New Testament,
Right.
King James version, got this version, the New Translation version. You understand? What
They
I'm saying?
renegotiated the contract.
And if you look at any of them,
Right.
you can read the same chapter. You know, I can say go to Job chapter 3 verse 13. You understand what I'm saying? You go to Job chapter 3 verse 13. None of those Bibles will say the same, will be worded the same. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Quran, from the day it was written, is the same exact verse, word for word, written the same way till today's.
Now,
From the first time the book was written.
And that's it.
Only book.
now
So you can't understand language, you just can't read it.
This what I want to say. Now we talking about why we can't, like, all right, somebody killed somebody, yeah, you should get the death penalty, whatever the case may be. Now, well, guess what? If you get the death penalty, how come the state got to be the one to kill him? Why a family member can't be the one that pull the switch or something?
Because this ain't goddamn 18, this ain't 1690.
I said if listen, pull the switch. I'm talking about if you pushing the button, why the family member can't? The family member the one that went through it.
The state still got housing until you get to the point where you pull the switch.
I'm just saying though.
I just don't believe.
I don't think. Listen, me honestly, I don't think that every death penalty case is called for the death penalty.
Man, fuck that. I'm one of them niggas. Give me some slingshots. Let me take them out. I want to stone them up.
And that's what I say. That's the best.
Go back. Take that nigga down to the train tracks. Tie him up and let me get them rocks off the train.
That's what I'm saying.
They the best rocks on the side of the train track. Right. And put that blindfold on and let me go to work.
Hey, yo, that's what I'm saying. Stone stoned to death.
I'm telling you, I guarantee
Yo.
you, he wish he never killed
Look,
anybody. Or he'd be wishing for the gas chamber.
No, not just him,
Right,
but everybody else. But everybody else, everybody else
out.
be thinking twice too. Oh shit, I don't know if I want to be stoned because that's painful.
I'm telling you.
That's
If
painful.
you go back to some of these Neanderthals,
Hold.
you go back to these Neanderthal days.
No, you ain't got. Listen, you ain't got.
Get
Listen.
medieval.
No.